Okay, I'm just going to feed the goat, milk the goat. I've got the food here, a bit of spinach and a bit of, I'm not quite sure, maybe broccoli leaves. Our goat is just a free range goat. So we have two goats. We have a boy goat and we have a girl goat. The boy goat is out there in the paddock and he's actually tied up because he jumps the fence. Is all ready for milking. She's got up there herself. She enjoys being milked. So we put her food in here. Just lock her in so that she can't get out, because once she's finished her food she always tries to get out.
It's important to have plenty of food. The first thing you do when you milk a goat is to make sure that her udder is ready for milking. You just give it a quick sort of a rub like that. That's all it takes. Make sure nothing fell in the bucket. And then you just start to squeeze the udder between your two fingers at the top, and the milk is in this bit, and then you squeeze it out. When you first start milking you just get a thin stream, but as the goat gets going it gets more and more, and then you can just do it with two hands. So when you're choosing a goat, when you want to buy a goat, you want to make sure that the teats aren't really small, because this makes it difficult to milk. You're only able to use two fingers if the teats are really small. So you want to choose a goat with an udder that's not too big. If the udder's too big, then it gets cut and hurt easily. Drags, and she can scratch it on branches and bits and pieces, and it can get a bit cut. The goat's happy standing there eating. So you never pull down on a goat's udder like this. See how my hands are very still and I'm just squeezing my fingers. Pulling down on the udder hurts the goat, and it's not good for the goat's teats. You just squeeze the milk out. Hold it at the top so it doesn't go back upwards, and push it out the bottom with your hands. I mean, some people can do it very fast. What's the point in being in having a race? It's just what's pleasant for the goat is best. If you need to increase milk in a goat, then so as not to decrease the supply of milk, you have to make sure every time that you milk it right out. You need a little milking stand. With a sort of a headlock. I mean, some people don't have a headlock for their goat, and maybe this suits you, but I always find that our goat, as soon as it's finished eating, starts to walk, try to stand around. Okay, so I've finished now. There'll be about 3/4 of a litre of milk in there. If you keep going you can get a bit more out, but I don't really need to. There's about 3/4 of a litre, and that's probably enough for our family for one day. One goat is perfect for us. Now that I've finished, I give her a brush. You don't need to give your goat a brush, but it's nice to give your goat a brush. A brush down the back. She just enjoys it. Look at her eyes. She likes it round her horns. She's been dehorned, this goat, and she was already dehorned when we got it, and I think her horns get very itchy because she actually really loves a scratch around the horns.